People are loyal to Amazon. If you're a Prime user right now, you are loyal to Amazon. You've signed up for a subscription. You're not necessarily loyal to all the products that you buy, but you're loyal to Amazon as to which you buy those products from. So if you said, hey, I want a pair of Nikes, do you go to Amazon or do you go to Nike? Most people are just kind of jumping to Amazon first. It becomes kind of like a secondary shopping cart to your business. Now, what that does, though, when you're looking at omnichannel attribution is what is Amazon attributing as sales versus what is Amazon contributing for sales. I have a case study as to one of the companies that we are growing and scaling and the actual kind of results of what we saw across the entire time. So
let me just stop you there for 1 second before you get into it. You said something that was really important there. So this is my job, is to interpret John and to do the translation. But you said something which we kind of stumbled on, and you said it in passing yesterday. And I want to bring it up to our audience here today. It's contribution, not attribution. Explain that to us, because it's like everyone's so focused on attribution, but really they all work together. It's contribution at the end of the day. How do you figure that out? Well, you figure that out through what we're going to be talking here today. Obviously, Tier 11 Data Suite is a solution. However, just explain that concept to people, because I think it's an important one to understand.
Absolutely. So there is a massive amount of brand trust to Amazon. People are loyal to Amazon. If you're a Prime user right now, if you watching this here, if you are a Prime user, you are loyal to Amazon.
Sure.
That's just how it goes. You've signed up for a subscription. Now, you're not necessarily loyal to all the products that you buy, but you're loyal to Amazon as to which you buy those products from. So if you said, hey, I want a pair of Nikes, do you go to Amazon or do you go to Nike? Most people are just kind of jumping to Amazon first. It becomes kind of like a secondary shopping cart to your business.
Check it out on Nike, see what the price is over on Amazon.
So let's role play. How long does Nike take to ship from their shipping department after you place an order?
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, definitively.
I would say, I think it's like 4 to 6 weeks. Is it that long?
For Nike, just order shoes on our website?
On their, it's been a while since I've ordered on Nike because I order everything on Amazon.
Well, here, let's just say this. Can you guarantee that it goes out tomorrow?
No.
Okay. When does
I
it
would
arrive?
say within 2 weeks. I would say probably.
Yeah. So we know it doesn't go out same day or tomorrow.
It's not like Temu. It's like 4 weeks.
Right.
Yeah. 6 weeks.
Put that on a ship from China.
They manufacture it as soon as you order it, and then they ship it over. It could be a couple of months, whatever.
Yeah. In case there's an iceberg, then it's a year. So it goes by the way of the Titanic. So right now it's like, okay, if I order from Nike, when does it ship? Don't know. When does it arrive? Don't know. How do I return? Don't know. Does it restocking fee? Don't know. You don't know of anything. Amazon's like, it'll get there tomorrow and you can one click and I'll even give you the money back before I even come and pick it up off your doorstep. Cool. That's where people are loyal. They're the Walmart of the internet. Walmart did the distribution first. So people are loyal to Amazon. Now, what that does, though, when you're looking at omnichannel attribution is what is Amazon attributing as sales and versus what is Amazon contributing to for sales. And that's the difference. Is it simply the place that people go to buy the product you already spent money educating the person on? Or do people go to Amazon one day and say, I don't know, shoes? Not really. It's not really, that has no connection to your paid media platforms. So what we looked at when we exported all of our information out of Data Suite into this nice big visual graph with everything here, what we noticed is our spend levels since we started using Data Suite, and I'll just do like the first 4 weeks. Let's just do it on average. The first 4 weeks, we spent an average of $48,000 per week. So $48,000 per week. Okay. Yep. Last 4 weeks, we spent an average of $111,000. So more than a 2x increase in our average weekly spend. Now, when we look at our Amazon spend went from $3,600 each week on average to $3,800 on Amazon spend each week. So $200 increase in Amazon spend, $200. Now, what our revenue on Amazon went from an average of $47,000 per week to an average of $75,000 $35,000 per week. So a $200 per week increase on average somehow gained a $35,000 increase in revenue on average. What is that ROAS? Infinite, really. It's like spend $200, get 35 more grand. You're a normal kind of person looking at ROI figures says, wow, scale.
I would
scale
say
Amazon.
Your Amazon agency is brilliant.
Whoa. So it'd be really stupid if we just paused Amazon, right? And go from $3,500 and $4,500 in spend to $400 because it ran half a day when we for this week of December 29th. So even after Black Friday, after Cyber Monday, week after, basically going into January, and wouldn't you know it, that our $3,600 and $4,400 weekly spend going down to $400 made us $2,000 more. Somehow it went from 74 to 76. Our ad spend cut 90% and our revenue increased by 2. Well, that can't be right because MER was probably hurt, right? Well, if we were wrong, the MER would be reduced. Went from 158 to 160. Well, what about subscribers? MER, less subscribers are going to pay you anyway. 126 to 127. All right. Well, what about cost per acquired first-time customer? Well, 166 to 160 went down. There's literally no downside to anything that we've done in terms of top line, NCAC, media efficiency ratio, no subscribers, our subscription service. I mean, that is, it's probably, damn, like that is the most solid line I've ever seen of our new subscribers. That didn't get hurt. It didn't go up or down. So we can kind of use our process of elimination by saying, do we actually think that Amazon spend was actually doing anything? No. So it's attributing, not contributing. It's just very, very, very simple. It is a secondary shopping cart to people's websites. Now, you're never going to send traffic directly to Amazon and say, man, I hope you learned there. But when you land on Amazon, when you're more closer to the buying decision, you're pushed over the edge by, it's free. I'll get it tomorrow. I know there's one-click returns and there's 4,000 5-star reviews.
Yep.
Buy now. So that is always where it is going to be the attributing versus contributing. That is the difference of those factors. And that is always what you have to look at in every single channel, even Amazon, which maybe people on here have said, you know what, I never actually thought about that. You can see search terms in Amazon. You can see what people are searching for when they buy your products through Amazon ads. You can see the ASIN. You can see the search terms. Mm-hmm. You can see if it's a product search, a brand search, or a cold search. That's absolutely there. All of this data is readily available right inside the platform. People don't really look at it. People just kind of brush it off as to, okay, Amazon's kind of a cool little black box, and I don't know, but that agency's delivered me amazing results. Like, we didn't even increase our ad spend and they went up 35 grand a week. Haha, they're pretty good. Mm-hmm. No. And that's what we always have to look at is our global metrics, our MPIs, data suite, to show that we have been increasing every single platform except for we've been increasing only on Meta and not every other platform, only on Meta. And the only thing really getting better is Meta and Amazon. Mm. That is a correlated data. That is causation and correlation both in one.
So the devil's advocate here. This is obviously, you still have $400 spend, which is on what types of terms? I have to assume it's brand terms.
Yeah. So there was actually really close brand names. So this brand does kind of describe what it is. It is an immune defense for dogs. The first word is critical. So you don't see a lot of critical, but you do see a lot of the company's other brand that is in store. So people go to Amazon and buy it because this brand is also in Target. It's also in Walmart. It's also on Chewies.com. It's on their website. So this already has some grassroots branded searches that people are going to do, even if they didn't see an ad on Facebook, they're still going to go to Amazon and see if they can get it off of Amazon, even on a subscription, because it's something that they normally buy, whether in person or they bought it before online.
So same brand sold by two different companies. Obviously, one of the companies that works with us, but then the other company. So you are getting some bleed over on Amazon, probably most likely, no matter what, just because of just the way that it is.
Yeah, and it's actually, what's interesting is there is two different brand names. So it's technically, there's like VetSmart and Pet Wellness Direct. They're the same company, but that product's been under both those brands. So So you see searches on both those brands because they were on one brand, changed over to the other brand, but there's still people from 2 or 3 years ago that are still trying to search for it. So that's what's really crazy is we can see that the increases on Meta contributed to an increase on Amazon, but this is just identical to Google brand. If you do more grassroots marketing, more omni-channel marketing, and more prospecting and push, your brand campaign is going to continuously look better and better and better and better for no additional ad spend. It's like that one case study where I had $50 and made $173,000 on Black Friday. I didn't even need to spend the $50. I just had it show up at least once.